This is my happy face. This is my upset face. This is my frustrated face. Now, I'm pretty frustrated. There's so much misinformation going on about the internet, about the Galaxy S8, about its dual audio feature, and about Bluetooth 5 that I'm compelled to make a video about it. Now, if you want to know why I'm so frustrated, please let me explain. Okay, maybe I'm being a bit dramatic, but let me just clear up a few things. This is going to be a short video. I just want to clear up a few things for you. Let me tell you in no uncertain terms that the dual audio feature of the Galaxy S8 has nothing to do with Bluetooth 5. Let me repeat, the dual audio feature on the Galaxy S8 has nothing to do with Bluetooth 5. Now let me explain why that is. Way back, when Bluetooth first came out, we had Bluetooth version 1, then Bluetooth version 2, and Bluetooth version 3. Now in kind of version 2 and version 3, we got this idea of streaming audio to either a Bluetooth headset that maybe you were using for hands-free for while you were driving, or to a speaker. And it uses a special codec called the SBC, and basically it's a mandatory part of Bluetooth. And all of the speakers that we use today, most of the speakers, 99.9% of the speakers we use today are using that technology from Bluetooth 2 and from Bluetooth 3. Now, when Bluetooth 4 came out, it had a new kind of Bluetooth in it, which is called Bluetooth Low Energy. At the time, they also played around with this idea of it being called Bluetooth Smart. But today, it's basically called Bluetooth Low Energy. And the older system, which was Bluetooth 2 and Bluetooth 3, with all the streaming, is nowadays called Bluetooth Classic. Now, Bluetooth Low Energy was designed for things like the Fitbit. Okay, things that only send a little bit of information on an irregular basis, heart monitors, health monitors, fitness monitors, sensors, all this kind of stuff that only require, and they will need to run off small batteries, maybe even those coin-sized batteries, and they need to run for months at a time. Now, Bluetooth Low Energy uses about at least half of the energy that Bluetooth Classic does. Now, when we connect up a smartphone today, when you have a smartphone today and it connects to a Bluetooth device, if it connects to a speaker, it connects using Bluetooth Classic. If it connects to my Fitbit or to a similar device, it uses Bluetooth Low Energy. And these are called dual mode Bluetooth devices because they can cope with Bluetooth Classic and Bluetooth Low Energy. Now, Bluetooth 5 only extends and works on the Bluetooth Low Energy specification. Bluetooth Classic remains exactly the same. Nothing has changed since way back in the day when we had kind of Bluetooth 2 and Bluetooth 3. Okay, so Bluetooth Classic has remained the same. Bluetooth Low Energy is what's changed in Bluetooth 5. So when we're talking about this thing about double the speed and 4 times the range and all that kind of stuff, which I've covered in other videos, they apply to Bluetooth Low Energy. Now, why is this important? It's important to understand because Bluetooth Classic actually had a bit speed of up to 3 megabits a second. And Bluetooth Low Energy didn't. It only had 1 megabits per second recently, and before that it was even less than that. And now with Bluetooth 5 it has 2 megabits a second. So Bluetooth Classic is faster and is still faster than Bluetooth Low Energy, but Bluetooth Low Energy uses less power. Now, at the moment, there are not very many, or certainly they're not very many popular audio over Bluetooth Low Energy solutions. That means how you can connect a headset or a speaker to a phone using Bluetooth Low Energy. It still uses Bluetooth Classic. Now, that's going to change. I'm sure there's going to be, now that we've got this 2 megabits a second throughput for Bluetooth Low Energy, that's going to change. There's going to be audio over BLE, audio over Bluetooth Low Energy coming out, and that's definitely going to happen. But today, when you buy your Sony speaker or your JBL speaker or your Anker speaker and you connect it to your smartphone, it's using Bluetooth Classic. Now, the Samsung Galaxy S8 has got Bluetooth 5 and it has got Bluetooth Classic, and it has got that dual audio feature. Now, the dual audio feature is just something that Samsung have done in Bluetooth Classic. I don't know how they've done it. They've put in maybe 2 Bluetooth chips for all I know. It doesn't matter how they've done it at the moment. It just matters to understand that it's actually just an extension, a special way of using Bluetooth Classic. And so anybody that says, but the Galaxy S8 has got Bluetooth 5 because it can connect to 2 speakers, that's not right. I'll say it again. Bluetooth low energy is not used when you're connecting to those 2 speakers. Now, while we're talking about the Galaxy S8 and we're going to talk about Bluetooth, I want to tell you something. I've actually managed to get Bluetooth 5 working on the Galaxy S8. Okay, ignore that, that was me just being silly. But I have actually managed to get, now I want to give a huge shout out to the folks over at Nordic Semiconductors. Now Nordic Semiconductors make these Bluetooth 5 development boards, and that's what I used during my initial Bluetooth 5 testing, where I tested the speed and the range of Bluetooth 5. I have 2 of these boards, and Nordic Semiconductor have been really, really helpful. And they contacted me after they saw my last video and said, Gary, we can tell you how to get Bluetooth 5 working on the Galaxy S8. Now, I'm going to do a full video about that whole thing, but let me tell you one thing, it's not what you're expecting. Everything I said in my last video is absolutely true, but there's a trick to this that I'll explain in my last video. So stay tuned, I'll try and get that video out maybe in the next week or so. Well, I'm Gary Sims from Android Authority, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Please do give it a thumbs up if you did. Please do subscribe so you'll find out when I make my next video available. If you hit that bell icon, you'll get notification when I release my next video. And last but not least, please do go over to androidauthority.com, because we are your source for all things Android.